Welcome guys to the Whiskey Explorer, and thank you guys for coming back for another review. Those of you that are returning to the channel, those of you that are tuning in for the first time, you have found the spot for bourbon reviews, whiskey reviews, Irish reviews, Canadian whiskey reviews, etc, etc. So if you haven't done so already, please go down and click the like button and subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you as part of the community at the Whiskey Explorer. And back again, I'm here with my brother Jason, and we are going to do a very special bottle. Today, we are going to explore the Colonel E.H. Taylor Small Batch Bottled and Bond Whiskey. Just going to bring that up to the camera there for you guys to have a look at. And there's the very cool looking gift tube that the bottle comes with. So it's really cool. It's got a picture of Colonel E.H. Taylor on there and the OFC, or old fine copper distillery. So pretty cool history to this bottle here. I'm just going to open it up here for you guys. It has already been uncorked, but there's the bottle there for you guys as well. So really cool looking, very tall bottle. Really cool kind of branding on this one. I really like this bottle. It's kind of got a very elegant, classy look to it. And what's cool about this one is this is a bottled in bond product. So for those of you who don't know or that are just getting into bourbons that are bottled in bond, that's sort of a quality assurance statement. It means that this bottle of bourbon has been distilled in one distilling season by a single distillery, and it has been produced in a US government supervised facility and stored in such a warehouse, so to basically guarantee the quality of the product. And any bottled and bond product is also going to be bottled at 100 proof or 50% alcohol by volume. So you get a really nice proof statement on a bottled and bond product, and it sort of gives you that extra level of comfort for when you're purchasing that's a very high quality product. And that whole system was brought about by the Bottled and Bond Act of 1897, and what it was basically designed to do was to discourage sort of the adulterating or the changing or the adding to of whiskeys, and sort of ensure that a quality product was being produced. So there we have the Colonel E.H. Taylor, who is one of the founding fathers of bourbon. So this is actually a Buffalo Trace product. And these bottles here actually come from the warehouse, the original Colonel E.H. Taylor warehouse, where the original bottles were actually stored and aged in that rick house. So really cool. So it's a delicious bourbon. This was actually when
as you can see, you've already done them.
I've already done a number to this one because it's such a good bourbon. What's nice about this proof point too, being at 50% ABV or 100 proof, it'll stand up to a rock really nicely. So it's nice to have on a summer day. I liken it to when you put it over, like I like to have it kind of in a glass like this, like a rocks glass. I put a nice big sphere ice cube in there. I pour it over there, and it's basically like having apple pie and ice cream. It's delicious. We're going to give it a pour tonight, guys, and give you guys some notes and let you know if it's a purchase for us. Which I guess you guys kind of already have figured out that for me it
I haven't tried it.
is.
I mean, this is it. This is going to be the deciding factor right here.
There we go. Alright, so I'm going to pour a couple of nice drams here for us. Get some healthy pours going. Jason appreciates those. Pour one for myself. This has got to be, right now, this is probably my favorite bourbon that I've tried. And again, it's tougher for us to get the bourbons here in Canada. But you know, I was really happy to get this one and bring it back over the border and enjoy it with some friends and family. So, super rich on the nose.
It's very friendly on the nose.
I get just tons of caramel on the nose there.
Yeah.
I would say, so for me, it brings back memories of like having the caramel apple at the fair, like the county fair, like you guys would have in the States, or like we have, like, you know, like the fair here. And it's like having like the Granny Smith green apple or the red apple with the caramel over it, right?
Maybe with a churro as well.
delicious. Like lots of nice sweet baking spices on there. Cinnamon,
I get the cinnamon
nutmeg.
does. I mean, the churro. It smells like a churro in a cup.
It's just got a delicious, super inviting nose to it. Color-wise here, we're kind of looking at, I'll bring that just a little bit closer to the camera there for you guys to have a look. Sort of a kind of medium copper color on that. Not too dark, but definitely a very nice, inviting color to that one as well. Lots of vanilla on the nose. Lots of caramel.
I'm going to try it before
Did you try it?
Yeah, I tried
All
it.
right.
I had to. All
Cheers.
right, here you go.
We'll try it here.
Wow. That's nice.
Yeah, so I had that wrong. It's actually Old Fashioned Copper Distillery, OFC. So, wow, that's a
It's got a lot of everything.
super nice bourbon, multi-layered, very complex. It's definitely easy sipping. Even with that 50% ABV, it goes down, for me, it goes down smooth.
Very, very smooth, but you can still get a lot of
layers.
A lot of layers going on there from the beginning right to the very
Long finish on it.
Yeah.
Very long finish. On the finish is where I get the spices coming into play. So initially the hit on it was caramel, sweetness, maybe some dark fruits like some cherries, some plum. Definitely some like almost like apple pie flavor to the taste and the initial palate.
I like you say apple pie because you got you get the crust still there. You got you got that oily, which you want from a bourbon.
Yeah,
but it's got
really
so much. It goes down. You can taste everything, and it just it's a very nice story all along the way.
Yeah, it's got a nice full mouthfeel to it. Being that it's bottled in bond and the 50% ABV, I would be almost sure to find that it's unchill filtered as well, because you get a full mouth coating feel on this, nice oily feel to it, really nice texture to this bourbon, which I love to find. I'm often like, if there's a thinner bourbon, I'm disappointed by that. So I like that. I really appreciate this full mouth feel. Initially, you get the sweetness, apple pie flavors, cinnamon, nutmeg, some brown sugars, and then the kind of mid palate to finish, that's where all the spices come into play. So you get like a little bit of the black pepper on the end, some more cinnamon, some more of the baking spices.
Yeah.
I get some clove notes in there, some nutmeg. Really delicious bourbon all the way through.
But it's a very nice way to take it all in. It's you get all that sweetness, you get that all in first, you get that little you're grabbing an apple pie, and then it kind of gives you a little bite at the end. And you're like, okay, that is nice. That was a very nice bourbon.
Very nice. And you know what? I just took another smell here, and super buttery. Like a real butter note to that, which is just delicious.
That's too bad we can't get that here.
So interestingly enough, it was just released as the Summer Spirits release at BC liquor stores, and I just saw it. So after having it here in Canada and being like, okay, awesome, I got a bottle you can't get here.
Yeah.
About 6 months, 8 months later, I saw it in the BC liquor store, but it was just released June 8th here for part of the Summer Spirits release. So it'll be on the shelves, but it won't be around for long.
No, definitely not. Especially after you try it.
Yeah. Wow, is that good. That like vanilla ice cream feel to it it's just delicious. I think the vanilla ice cream is certainly there. I get even more. What I do is I'll have it in a rocks glass like this, and I'll put the sphere ice in there. I'll pour the bourbon over it, and just when it gets to the sweet spot, I'll take the sphere out and just dump the sphere in the sink and finish that nice chilled bourbon. And it's like having apple pie and ice cream. It's a real treat. That's delicious.
A very nice bourbon.
Treat. So, as far as bourbons that I've had that I've experienced, this has got to be my top bourbon that I've tried.
It's definitely top 5.
It's fantastic. So, I would have to have this one in my bar at all times. Yeah. This is like an absolute must-have for the whiskey or bourbon enthusiast. If you guys have not had a chance to explore E.H. Taylor, I would highly recommend the small batch bourbon. I've heard excellent things about the single barrel, which is supposed to be even better. When I was in the States, the single barrel was another $20 for the single barrel. And when you're dealing with the exchange rate, that combined with the Washington taxes, which are about 21-22%, it's a factor. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So
next time,
this one's definitely delicious. So I definitely encourage you guys to go out and buy this one for sure if you can find it in your area. And until next time, guys, may your sails be full and your drams be fuller. Cheers.